Hi Aries, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today, Aries, I kind of have a tough message I'm getting with the cross in the house. I feel like this means that there's problems at home, right? Because the cross is like a burden. And with the house, I feel like there's something going on in your house that is not pleasant, not good. I think that whoever... I did a reading for Aries on Gumroad, and it was a love reading, but it was nothing about love came out. It was about like how, again, there's like burdens at home. There was something about the house, family dynamic that was like really toxic. And with Marguerite Perret, the mystic of divine love, you see how she's also wearing like this very thick cross, and then we have this like thick cross. That's how I know, and it's at the home, and it's weird because the house looks so beautiful, it looks so pleasant, it looks like so nice, but it's not. Like it's inside, it's not. And then I have love is divine, I'm nothing except love. This card talks a lot about how, although we wish to receive love from our family, because it is significant, like we're not going to say it's not significant to receive love from our family, to receive love from our loved ones. That's not. It's not that it's not significant. It's just that it's not necessary. It doesn't have to be. If it's like a poisonous, toxic thing, it doesn't need to be. So someone here, I feel like, is trying to like prove to the people of this house that they're like good enough, right? And they're trying to tell you that the only love that we truly need in this life is the love that we have for ourselves. Yes, like the love of a family is significant. The love of a friend is significant. And yes, like they're powerful, but love has to come from us, ourselves. And if you're trying to prove something to a family member, you're trying to prove something to someone in your life, they're trying to say that it's not even worth it at this time. And I see here that it's just been a burden in your life, always trying to prove something to somebody here. And it's like they're telling you it's not worth it. Like loving yourself, it should be enough. Yes, again, we're not going to say it's not significant and it's not powerful to receive love from family members and friends, but in reality, you don't need it. The way we're created and the way the divine's trying to help you right now, I mean, you have a divine feminine trying to come in and help you, and she's the mystic of divine love. You know what I mean? She's literally like a feminine who understands love. Like that's her, she's of divine love. Like we have like the divine feminine of heaven and earth. We have the divine feminine of compassion. And they're telling you with the divine feminine of love that the only love that you truly need is the love from yourself. You don't need the love of these people, even though that's something that it's like you keep trying to prove something to these people, and it's like you don't need to anymore, Aries. It's like it's not necessary. And it shouldn't be necessary. And if that's like what's getting you by, then you have to like realize that you're maybe withholding some sort of love from yourself. Because again, love from yourself is all you should need in this cycle, in this life. I love to say like, yeah, go and receive the love from this house. But what it seems like from this house is that it's very conditional. So why would we like try? Do you know what I'm saying? Like for what? If it's conditional, that means that there's always judgment involved, and there's always like, well, if you do this, then I'll do that. And it seems like manipulation at the end of the day. And like, that's not love. So if this is technically not love, then what are you even receiving from these people? Do you know what I'm saying? I think you're receiving praise, or you receive like maybe some sort of like nod. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you did that right. Like I can leave you be. And that's just terrible. Like you don't need this dynamic in your life, Aries. So that's what I'm getting today. Let's pull some more cards on this. But if you guys need more help, call Marguerite Perret. She really like wants to help you. She came out in your read, in your meditative session. Okay, Aries, so when I was shuffling, I got a lot of stuff too. I didn't want to like stop shuffling, but they were saying how because you don't know what unconditional love is, you also are very conditional in the way that you love. So when you love someone, it's not ultimately, because you love them, and it's like you accept them for who they are, you accept them for their mistakes, you accept them for, everything that they are, right? Basically, that's what unconditional love means. It's an absence of judgment. You don't know how to do that because of where you were raised in this house. And I feel like it has caused problems in your love life as well, right? Because in your love life, as someone makes a mistake, or someone messes up, or someone, doesn't do something the way you think that it should be done, then you're like kind of done with them. And I think this has hindered not only like your life in general because of like who your parents are, but it has hindered you in the sense that like who you love is only like based on like what they do and how they follow what you say, basically. And if you guys are at a disagreement, or you guys, somebody makes a mistake or whatever, it's kind of like that's it, that's what I was getting when I was shuffling. Now, what I'm getting here, they keep telling you to stop this collaboration. So they're basically telling you, here they were saying like you shouldn't need these people to give you the love that you need. Like the love that you need is only supposed to come from you. And now with these cards coming in, they're telling you to kind of stop associating with I know it's kind of hard, but I think it's this family. It could be your friends, this might not be family, but what I'm getting ultimately with this read is like, you need to separate yourself from this family. Like this family is actually like your own family, or whoever it is that we're talking about in this read. If this is resonating with you, they're telling you to break ties with them. They're literally saying that you'll reach victory once you break ties with these people. And I know that's like a harsh thing to say, but the fact that they put it in the first card and the last card is the Three of Pentacles in reverse, which is you being more solitary and you kind of disassociating yourself with people. So it's actually pretty crazy that they want to give you that message. You're like, oh, then what's the solution here, right? You're probably like, well, that's my family. What's the solution here? They're literally telling you to break free from it. They're literally telling you to break bonds. They're literally telling you to like maybe even move away, right? Like be on your own for a little bit. Because that's the only thing that's going to really set you free. That's the only thing that's going to actually put you at an advantage here, where you're not going to necessarily, when you get out of this environment for a little bit, you're going to see how much better you're doing, basically. But you're not going to ever see that if you stay where you are. And another thing I'm getting here is like, we do have a true pair out here twice. So we have the King and Queen of Pentacles, and we have the King and Queen of Air. So now I'm wondering, and then we have the Ace of Swords here in reverse twice. What I'm wondering is this, because we have the Ace of Cups here, did something happen between you and a partner, and you told your family about it, or it's either the way that you were brought up, the way you were conditioned. Again, which I told you was the fact that like you're not really leaving any room for mistakes. You're not literally leaving any room for anything but perfection, and that's not ultimately unconditional love with a partner. Another thing I'm getting is like, if you asked for advice from people who are very judgmental, they probably gave you, even if it's your friends, again, it's friends or family. I mean, I'm getting a lot of family, but it could be friends, right? People that you live with, people that you consider to be like very close to you, right? Did you listen to advice that was not true? Because that's what I'm getting here. We have the Ace of Swords here in reverse twice. So again, you're coming up as a true pair to someone, but I don't think you're necessarily with this person at all, because they're coming up in reverse twice. So it's crazy how you're coming up as a true pair to them, right? That means you're a soulmate to this person. And it's not even only one time that you come up as a true pair. It's 2 times that you guys are coming up as a true pair. So it's like, I feel like you're so doubtful. That's what it is. Like, why does it have to come out twice here? Because I feel like it's you that's doubting what I'm saying. Like, with the Ace of Swords, and it's like, oh no, you don't believe the first one? Let's put a second one there for you. Oh, you don't believe you're a true pair in reality? Okay, let's put a second true pair out there for you. I feel like you're the one that's incredulous. You're like, oh my God, like, it's not true. It is true. this is a true pair to you. The only one who I feel like can't see it is you. And I feel like, unfortunately, you might have disassociated yourself. Yeah, you have wish fulfillment in reverse. You took yourself away from this person probably because, I mean, you're the one coming up. The masculine energy is the one coming up with the lie. So maybe this person said a lie to you. And that was like that thing that was imperfect about this person, and you judged them and you were like, I can't love someone like this. Or maybe you yourself are just not seeing the truth of the matter when it comes to this love, because the love is coming up upright. So I feel like, honestly, it doesn't matter what this person does, they can't be perfect. And I don't think you understand that, because again, what you were taught in love was so incorrect. Love is the absence of judgment. Right? Unconditional love is the absence of judgment, and all you know is conditional love. Well, if I don't do that, they're not going to love me anymore. That doesn't make any fucking sense, but that's like what you've learned here. So yeah, you have desire in reverse, wish fulfillment in reverse, and you're at a constant conflict with the Tower. So for whoever this is, yeah, you might feel like this, you might be spying on this person. You might still like be attached to them somehow by like, you know, looking at them every once in a while, seeing what they're up to, wondering how they are. But in your mind, I feel like you perceive yourself to be right, so you're never gonna like, you know, move forward with this person. But I feel like you really like missed the ball here. And again, I can't blame it on you, because I feel like this is all that you know. You know, this is all that somebody knows. And with the Fool in the World in reverse, it's like this is an unfinished cycle. That maybe you were meant to, you know, take a chance on, but you never took a chance on this. So you just remain back in the like sidelines spying, right? The Page of Swords is known for being like someone who spies, someone who checks Instagram, someone who checks Facebook, someone who checks like social media, maybe texts every like once in a while, but doesn't ever, I don't even think you text. I think you just spy, you know? And yeah, like you're remaining as like a spy. But you'll never, I don't think you'll ever take that leap, because again, to this day, you probably assume that this person is wrong, or that there's something wrong with this person. But in reality, I feel like this was your Ace of Cups. This was your true pair. This was your soulmate. Again, we have more than one soulmate in this earth, but like, I feel like what you need to know here, Aries, is like, you could have had a really good chance with this person. And I feel like you listened to everyone around you, or you listened to that conditional love that you understand. And this person might love you for who you are, no matter what you've done to them. And you might see them as like a fool, right? Because we have the Fool here. So you might see them as a fool. You're like, oh, they're the fool for, you know, hitting me up or whatever. Like, I just feel like you're kind of all over the place here, Aries, because at the end of the day, I feel like you do also have a lot of love for this person. But because of the way you were raised and the way that you have been brought up to love, you don't see this person as your match, and this person was your match. So what can I tell you, Aries? I also feel like with the Crone in reverse, I feel like this is that person in your family that might have taught that to you. This could be a mother figure. This is someone who manipulates a lot, who, you know, says things like, you know, if you don't do this, if it's like if you're not let's think of career. Like, if you're not a lawyer, then, you know, you might as well not come back home. And if you don't get 100 on that test, like, right, like, however this person used to make you do the things that they wanted you to do. Obviously, I feel like you defend this person because you feel like this person loves you, and that's the type of love that you understand, and that's why you're mentally conflicted, because you don't really understand. I think parts of you are starting to understand who this person really is, and parts of you fight against it, because this is somebody that you love, and this is somebody that you respect, and this is somebody that, like, this is all you know, right? Honestly, Aries, I feel like the mental conflict comes from parts of you maybe telling you that this might not necessarily be right. There's something wrong here. There's something off here. And even though your mind is obviously trying to tell you something, but you're not listening. You're coming up in reverse. So that just tells me that you're not listening to your intuition. You know what I mean? You're not listening to your third eye. Like, they're trying to communicate things to you, but you're not accepting the information, because it's more comfortable, you're more stable by just confirming what these people say. Do you know what I'm saying? It's harder for you to go off on your own. You know what I mean? Why would you want to go off on your own? It's scary, it's hard. And at the end of the day, if this is your family, then you're going to be without your family. Why would you do that? It's easier for you to remain like in this bubble than to break free from it. And what Spirit wants you to do is to break free from this. So you have a choice, Aries. If you were wondering about this soulmate, whether they were wrong or right, that's not the point. And that's what I feel like all you want to know is if who's wrong, who's right. That's not the point, Aries. I keep hearing that. Like, well, I was right. That's not the point. In love, like, there is no right or wrong person. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? In love, who cares? If you want to be with someone, you want to be with someone. If you don't, you don't. Anyway, yeah. They might be wrong. And who cares? Like, at the end of the day. I mean, they're going to end up with someone else, and you're going to end up with whoever you end up with. But I obviously feel like this was a very big love in your life, and you could have had them. You could have probably had them, but it was just like this refusal. And just like there's a refusal now within you to leave your family or to break free from these like weird restrictions that you hold on, like you hold in your life. Again, everything I feel like for you is a lot, like it's the easier way. Of course, it's easier to like not break free. Of course, it's easier to see things the way other people see them and just like be a yes man, right? Like of course it's easier. But I feel like you'll always be like this. You'll always be in mental conflict. And you'll always be with a tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. So I feel like even you might have gotten some sort of hint like that this person maybe wasn't necessarily wrong, or they weren't necessarily lying, or something about this person might have arisen, like, and I feel like you still haven't been able to like go towards them because it's been so long, or you don't want to apologize or whatever it is. You don't want to admit you were wrong. Again, all I hear about you, Aries, all I hear somebody saying is like, oh, well, I was right and they were wrong. And it's just like, if you're still on that level where you think like that shit matters, then like you don't like deserve this Ace of Cups. You really don't. Like, what's the point of it? It's obviously getting lost upon you. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, Aries, I really don't know how to help you. If you either have to break free from this train of thought. You have to break free from these old dynamics. You have to break free from these family or friends that like obviously guide you in the wrong direction, because obviously when it comes to love, it's unconditional. And that's all I can say. Again, I'm not saying to be in a toxic relationship. I'm not saying to be with like a toxic partner, but I don't even feel like this person was toxic. I feel like if anyone's toxic, it might be honestly you and your family. You're like, why is my family the one that's toxic? There's toxicity here because you shouldn't have to do something for someone to love you. You should be able to be loved, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, you're loved for everything that you are. That's it. That's what love is. It's unconditional. The definition of love, I mean, I don't know what the definition of love is, but love does not contain judgment. You can like notice if someone's doing something wrong and you can point it out, but that shouldn't make you love somebody any less. And maybe you're like, well, I do love this person, I just can't be with them. Okay, then that's fair. That's completely fair. But I don't feel like that's what's going on here. I feel like that's a little bit what's going on here, or that's like the cop-out excuse that you make here. But I feel like in reality, you might want to be with this person and you're listening to other people and saying like, oh, I can't be with them because my family and my friends would like judge me. I get a lot of like social pressures, like, oh, I have to look a certain way, because we have the bouquet here at the bottom of the deck too. And the bouquet talks a lot about what will people think? Right? And what my friends and my family think. And that goes exactly with this read. It's like they taught you the wrong way, and then they're going to expect you to uphold their way. It's like, it makes no sense here. Let's pull some advice. Yeah, I can't get like any clearer. It's literally, you have sing your own song, number 12, making a 3. If this isn't like break out on your own and do your own fucking thing, like I don't know how else to tell you. And like at the bottom of the deck, set healthy boundaries, another 3 and 3. The divine is literally telling you what to do. Set healthy boundaries against these people. You know, at the end of the day, it's your life, it's your decisions, it's your choices. No one else should have like the impact on you, but you're a very impressionable person, I feel, and that's what happens here. You're impressionable. So if someone says something to you, then you're like, oh no, like that person's gonna talk shit, or my mom or my dad's not gonna like that, or you know, blah 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 blah. That's why you need the boundaries. And to sing your own song means to do your own thing, basically. That's what I'm getting here. You're just you're too afraid of what others might think. You're too like, oh, what will society think? What will my friends think? What will my family think? Oh, how will everyone see me? Whatever this is, it's like, it's dumb. When it comes to love, it's dumb. But again, you'd care more about an image, I think, than, you know, what you actually feel, which is sad. You have a lot of green and you have a lot of blue here, which is heart chakra and throat chakra. So that might be a little bit where you're blocked in the heart and in the throat. Again, maybe you just need to stand up for yourself and stand up for what it is that you believe in and who it is that you love in this life. And it might not necessarily look good to your friends or your family, but I feel like it shouldn't matter. Because again, you should be able to stand up for the things that you love. Yeah, Aries. This was like a lot for me. Anyway, good luck. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.